Hello everyone, welcome to Two Trees in Crowborough Road. Literally just up the road there you've got Ashdown Forest, a walking distance away. So really this is definitely on the doorstep of Ashdown Forest, a wonderful place, home of Winnie the Pooh as well, can't forget that, and obviously Pooh Bridge, etc. But this, going back to Two Trees, this is a really lovely potential of a home here, and it has been a lovely home, just now need of a new owner, bit of TLC needed throughout, and it could become a wonderful home for someone. And if you like to have your own project and something you can create, as I say, with your own stamp, this is perfect for you. The outside space is brilliant, as you can see here. You've got this side garden as well, so lots of space potential. Do you want to increase your parking? You could change your parking from here, do different things to the other side where there was that parking as well, but lots of scope and potential. As I say, if you want to have this area as your kitchen garden or something like that, there's loads of scope, potential even to further extend in different places, obviously subject to planning permissions, etc. But while we're out and it's so beautiful, let's go and have a look at the garden before we go inside to have a look, because it makes things easier. So you've got this little side gate here, which in a second I'll show you takes you out to the back, and a walk direct to the village as well. So you don't have to go, if you don't want to go on the main road to walk, you can just go down there. So this is delightful. Look at this. It's like going into Narnia as we walk through here, and all the plants are out, the camellias, the daffodils. Don't you just love spring? And then we've got here, the owner put in this water feature. I do think this will be taken, so it may not be here, but it just gives you an idea. Look at that. And then you've got that beautiful aspect here. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? But such a great project, because if we actually go to the back of the garden, so a nice sized garden, what's even lovelier is you're backing onto fields, woodland as well, and that is lovely. And as I say, if you like dog walking, well, you've got walks behind here, which I'll show you in a second. If we just come to the very back, just to show you the rear elevation, there you go. It is absolutely beautiful. So much potential. You could potentially go above there. I would say probably you won't. You might just come out single story and create a nice kitchen diner. But there's all sorts of scope here to put your own imaginations into reality. That's what I think this is perfect for, and what you will fall in love with, because as I say, you're paying a lot here for location. This is, as I say, right on the doorstep of Ashdown Forest, and look at that behind you. How beautiful is that? So, right, less than me rambling on about how beautiful the garden is, because there is work to be done to this house. You can see from the outside, and also I can't get access today into the loft, but what I can say is I'll do a separate video another time, and isn't this beautiful as well, actually coming through here, but is to show you the potential in the loft space, because you can stand up there. There's definitely scope to create further rooms if you so wished to do so. And then you've got that lovely aspect to the rear. So to the side there is this garage, but there's not much parking here, so it would be something I would probably take that down, maybe even create an office, or you might decide to have it just as a carport, because you'll see here that's just the parking, so really not even space for a mini really, so you would just have to go straight in, because you can't block this. This is a right of access to the field as well, so forget that. So coming through here, this is now obviously not part of the property as such, but it just gives you an idea. I hope you can hear me without too much gust on the mic. Let's just go through down here, because a bit of a wind tunnel there, and this is the field behind. Lovely kissing gate. Kiss my invisible friend. And then we go, so there you go, official footpath, and you can see where it's well trodden. I say well trodden, I don't know if many people do use it, but it just gives you an idea. So we just walk to the bottom there, and there is Two Trees dead ahead there. So as we walk here, just to give you a quick idea, And again, please do feel free to fast forward this bit, but I think this is really important, and a very important part of the property is that we show you the whole thing. So not just the bricks and mortar, but the lifestyle it gives. So just to this gate I'll walk as I'm getting out of breath, and it's lovely to see the bees out as well. Oh, spring is definitely my favourite time. So then you can see the footpath sign there, so you just go along that bit there and you just keep going, and you've got the walk direct into the village where you've got your amenities and facilities. But this here is the field behind, so again, all protected here, so that's a really nice thing. And as I say, with this property, the big selling point is certainly the fact that if it's a blank canvas, so treat it that you're an artist and you just want to start your own ideas, your own footprint, then this is absolutely perfect. The more I go into this property, the more, I don't know, it's got that real lovely energy. It's been loved. It's been obviously someone's very special home, and it shows and it feels that way as well. So next bit is I'm going to stop talking, catch up with my breath, and we'll get you in there. So this just gives you an idea how close we are to that. So we slam bang, and then let's show you the inside. But then that gives you an idea. And then just going through the side gate and the gate here. And so, okay, coming back through, and then obviously you got the garden there to the side. And then just if we move around here, we're going now to the front of the property and have a look in now the inside. But actually just beforehand, because I've just thought of this, let's have a look. I can't even remember if we did this earlier in the video, so apologies if we did. But coming into the shed here, so this is a useful bit of storage, but with all honesty, it does look like it's been patched a bit, and I can see a gap up there. So, but if you could patch it up, could be brilliant. But also, and it's got even power out here. But what you could do, if I just make sure that's shut here, is it's actually quite a nice feature. So you almost don't want to knock it down. You just want to fix it and maybe eventually join it up with the front. So maybe sorry about the sun there, but configuration wise, you might be able to join that. Or, as I say, actually in there, could you imagine if you put a proper roof on here and it's all fine, this could be a really cool sort of teenage den. So anyway, lots of potential. Or if you work from home, it could just give you an idea, could be a perfect little studio. So if you could patch it up, because it's lovely and quaint, yeah, with the tiles and things. So yeah, lots of potential there to think about. So let's go in now. Having made sure it's all hoovered earlier, I'm just going to brush my shoes there just to make sure. But this place really has so much charm. The minute you walk in, do you know when you're a child and you've got your security blanket? That's how this place feels. It just makes you feel at home. And yeah, just really special. Sometimes you just get one of those properties that just really hits you in that way. So less of me rambling. First of all, you've got your stairs obviously leading to the main parts of this. Is the original part of the house. So yeah, up to here. So that would have been, and then that's a later addition. Don't know when, wasn't done by the current owners, but that has been a later addition. So this is part of the original. So as we come through the entrance hall, you have got here, if I just, oh, excuse me, sorry, someone hasn't put the lid down. So that's the toilet and, sorry, WC wash hand basin. And then in here, you've got the entrance hall, bit further, and the corridor to the other reception room and bedroom. So you've got useful little storage cupboards there for your coats, your shoes, etc. That's really handy. Then we come through into the kitchen. Now, often you come into a place and you know, it needs a new kitchen, new bathrooms. Yes, okay. And you could certainly, and I'm sure people will reconfigure, change this and rip it out, whatever. But actually, inside just needs a little bit of clean and things, but you've got a Miele cooker, obviously Miele hob, I say obviously, but a Miele hob as well. It is electric. There is no gas in the village of Nutley. That's one of the downsides, although to be fair, we're used to having oil because I live in the village as well. So it's not bad. You get used to that. And also you could, if you wanted to, have a heat pump as well, or even an electric boiler nowadays. 1.5 bowl sink there. So you do have, actually, if I just open up here, the dishwasher. There was a separate bit as well to have, actually, if I open this up, it gives you an idea as well from the larder cupboard, which is really useful, but it's all done to a really nice quality, this kitchen. So if we just open a few cupboards there, and then you do have a space there for a microwave. But what I was trying to say is all solid, but the utility room is at the other end of the property, so we can have a look at that in a second. But yes, all fine from that point of view. Then the main living room. So again, nice and big. So it goes all the way there. So there used to be a dining room table there, then a formal seating area. Now you could potentially extend out. Lots of potential, as I say here. And I'm just showing you there. Isn't that a beautiful outlook and how peaceful? There you go. Fireplaces. So again, you'd have to do all your checks. Remember, the properties are sold as seen. So please, you've got plenty of time to come in if you want to bring a builder, have a look around, etc. But all double glazed. And actually some of the double glazing looks relatively new as well, which is great because that's one expense potentially you don't have. In some places, obviously, maybe you do need new ones, but in others, certainly not. And actually, it looks all in relatively good order. It looks actually like they may have done the whole of pretty much of the double glazing at the same time. Obviously, you've got a little window there that just needs tidying up, but otherwise, actually all good. Then here, this is what I like, and potential is you have got here potential for, I say potential, for an annex, because you could have utility converted into a little kitchenette. You've got a living room, bedroom, bathroom. So this could, if you put a doorway here, if you've got an elderly relative that wanted their own space, all on a single level, so that's fine, overlooking the garden as well from here. So you could potentially do that. As I say, that's one of the big pluses here. If you're a multi-generational family and you want to live together, then you've got that. And this room, again, a really good size living space and open fire. Lovely in those winter months. And trust me, it was cold this winter. And thank goodness the spring is here. But this is what I love. Coming through, imagine sitting down. Don't know if you can hear it, but you've got the water feature. Now, that water feature may itself be taken, so please be aware of that. But again, it gives you that idea and setting. And there you go. Oh, this property just gives you goosebumps in how it's just got that feel. I just can't say any more to that. It really does feel that bit special. This is the utility coming through here, so you've got space you can see potentially for a tumble dryer. You've got there, as illustrated, the washing machine. Now the owners have said that could stay. Obviously, they can't say it works. They believe it does, but it's there if you want to give it a go, and you've got that in the short term. Then coming through into the downstairs bedroom, but again, you could have it as another reception, office space, bedroom, whatever. I class it as a bedroom for the fourth bedroom downstairs because it has got the ensuite as well. Built-in wardrobes, and then coming through as it was done for the owners, especially, so you've got a walk-in shower and not too old either. You can see here, and hello, trying to avoid the mirror, and then you've got your WC and wash hand basin as well. Coming back through then, and we'll have a look upstairs. Nearly finished the video for you, and as I say, sorry today I can't get you into the loft space, but I will add that in due course so you can have a look, because there is really big potential up there. So coming up to the first floor. So this is only the first floor up on the main part of the house, as the extension was just single story, but again, potentially you could go into the loft there as well. Right, bathroom. So this is the main bathroom. So you've got your panel bath, WC wash hand basin, and then overlooking the front there. And you've got wood panelling and then tiles there. So that's your bathroom. Then the 3 bedrooms, you've got 3 doubles. So you've got the bedroom to the front, and just in here, if I just show you, you've got the hot water tank in there. And in here, if I just show you so you can have a quick nose, you've got the fuse boards as well, which I think are always interesting to see and important. So obviously we'll need looking at when you purchase the property. And then into the 2 doubles. This one actually, the carpet's relatively new and recently decorated, this one. Double glazed window to the rear, and look at those views. That's a nice aspect there. And how peaceful. You are on Crowborough Road here, but when you're certainly at the rear of a property, even the front, you really don't hear it. So it's actually really good. And because you're right there, you can then get straight onto the forest as well, which is really nice. And then there you go from the other bedroom. It does feel like you're somewhere tropical having all that. Now again, you potentially could in this bedroom. So this is, again, depending bedroom 1, 2 and 3 and 4, how you class them. But this is a nice little dressing area with a wash hand basin, and again, more built-in wardrobes. And that's a good thing. All of them, there's one there, and there were in the other bedrooms as well. All got lots of storage. That's the thing, when you buy a modern house, you just don't get. Okay, so just quickly nipping back downstairs. So making sure I don't find a fast way down, not on video anyway. But this, as I say, is a fabulous opportunity for someone. And I don't know, you have to come in to really feel that special feeling that you have when you find a home that you think, yeah, this could be special here. Loads of potential, not just as the property in its blank canvas as it is right now, but also the additions you could add to it, subject obviously to planning and building regs, but it could be a wonderful home. And it has been a wonderful home for the family that have lived here in the past. So if you'd like to come and have a look, if you find this property video has actually really helped you in your property search, do give me a call and I'll be delighted to show you round. And as I say, this will be on the market for at least a couple of weeks or so that you have a good chance to come and have a look before making an offer. So thank you for watching this video, really appreciate it. And again, any questions, do get in touch. I'll be delighted to assist. Thank you for watching and look forward to meeting you soon. Take care.